What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Coffee with Dudes. Got another solo podcast here this week. A little bit crazier schedule, and so Matt and myself could not meet up. But we will be back soon with some more dual pods per usual. Today kind of comes from today's pod. I'm talking about gut health. So my gut health feels like it has been terrible recently. And so because of that, what I did is like we do a decent amount on this podcast. I went into ChatGPT and I looked for the top 5 science-backed ways to improve digestion, and this is supported by research in nutrition, gastroenterology, and gut health science. And so we will go through this. Hopefully, it's going to help me spark a few other tips on how I'm going to a few things that I can kind of take in here to the next week and start to improve my digestion. And so, what I've noticed for myself is just like a lot of like clearing my throat constantly, a lot of just for lack of obviously a little bit probably too much information, not like a lot less, like a lot looser stools, right? And so just not feeling as good as I have in the past with my gut health. And one of the things I've been trying to do is cut out a little bit more dairy products. And so I think some dairy products, this is kind of especially for me, yogurt. I kind of felt like after I ate yogurt that I didn't feel as good. I was clearing my throat a lot more. So that's one of the things that I've cut out here as of the last week or so. I haven't been eating as much cheese. I've been just trying to like minimize the dairy a little bit more. And I've been feeling a little bit better. But here are some of the other things that ChatGPT says and science says that can help. And we'll see what we think. So number 1 is eat more fiber. And it says in parentheses, but the right types. And so why this works. So fiber adds bulk, feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and promotes regular bowel movements. Both soluble fiber, which includes like oats, beans, chia seeds, and insoluble fiber, which includes whole grains, veggies, they both play roles. And so it says the science tells that diets high in fiber are linked to improved gut motility and reduced risks of constipation and diverticular disease, which I do not know what that is. But definitely a good thing. So I know I've taken gut health certifications in the past, obviously not using all of that information right now, as you can see, but this is a good one, right? Like a fiber along with protein. I know Matt and I have talked about this on the podcast before. Two of the things that people struggle with the most to improve. I know at one point I was eating way too much fiber, and I don't really struggle to eat a lot of fiber. I have a lot of foods in my diet that are pretty high in fiber. I eat a good amount of fruits, veggies. I always put chia seeds and flax seeds into my smoothies that I generally have like one a day. So this isn't something that I'm struggling with, but it is a good reminder for folks that there are 2 different kinds of fibers that you want to make sure you're mixing in. And, definitely a good one. If you're struggling as well, just with your gut health, this can be a good thing to try. Just kind of start tracking where your fiber's at. Even if that's the only thing you track, just kind of see how much fiber you eat throughout the day, and then, improve or move it forward a little bit more. And some of the things that I've used in the past as far as fiber, obviously don't go from, if you're only eating like 5 grams of fiber a day, don't all of a sudden start eating 30 grams of fiber a day. You're going to probably see some constipation, different issues like that when you jump up a lot. It's kind of like protein. And so make sure, just slowly inch it up, like 5 grams to 10 grams, 10 grams to 15 grams, kind of do that over the course of a few week period to move your way up. And I've always said for women, 25 to 30 grams of fiber a day is good. For men, you can go a little bit higher, maybe, 35 to 40. You can go there. Just improve from where you're at, and you definitely will see some good results there. Number 2, and this is one that I should start doing: chew your food thoroughly and eat slowly. I absolutely inhale food, and this is probably one of the reasons why I'm having struggles as of recently. And here's why this thing works. So chewing food, it breaks down mechanically and simulates saliva production, which contains digestive enzymes. And so that breaks down the food. So eating slowly allows the gut brain access to regulate satiety and digestion. So you'll actually, by eating slowly too, you'll be fuller quicker, which can help, especially with like health and fitness goals, people trying to maybe be in a calorie deficit. And the studies show slow eaters have better digestion and fewer gastrointestinal symptoms. So this is a good one that I have not been doing for a long time. And this is one that I'm going to try to start doing because I think this is a huge thing for me. I eat food in such a quick period of time. It's like if I don't eat it, that it's going to like disappear out of off my plate with how fast I sometimes eat. And so this is one that I'm definitely going to start mixing in. Staying hydrated. This is number 3. Great one. Helps dissolve fats and soluble fiber, allowing food to pass through smoothly through the digestive tract. And the science just says adequate hydration is linked to improved stool consistency and bowel regularity. And, this is one I don't generally struggle with, but it has been very hot in Arizona. So it's something that I'm constantly keeping in mind to make sure, especially on these hotter days like today, it's supposed to be close to 115, just drinking a little bit more water than maybe normally. And this is something that a lot of people do struggle with, fiber, protein, water, right? It's one thing when I was working with a lot of clients that a lot of times people came in not drinking much water at all. And so you start improving or just start increasing their water intake. And it's crazy how much better people feel, how much more energy, but also like what it can do for getting things moving a little bit easier down there and improving digestive health. So definitely a good one to keep in mind as well there. Number 4 is support gut microbiota with probiotics and prebiotics. So probiotics are like fermented foods. You can also do like supplemental probiotics. I would just make sure you're watching the ingredients. Sometimes they get to be a lot of added sugar, and then add beneficial bacteria. That's what probiotics do. They add beneficial bacteria in your gut. Prebiotics are like fiber-rich foods, garlic, onions, bananas. That feeds the gut as well. And so balancing gut flora is associated with reduced bloating, improved nutrients absorption, and lower risk of irritable bowel syndrome. So yeah, this is one to keep in mind too. I would say this is a little bit farther down the list, in my opinion, as far as just top of priority, right? I think the top 3 are very, very good. Number 5, which I'll go through in a second. So like is good. And then I have another one that popped into my head that I'll kind of have as like my honorable mention that can help a lot of people too. So again, number 1's eat more fiber. This is a great thing that a lot of times people everybody can do, because most people aren't eating enough fiber. Chew your food slowly, like eat slowly, break down your food. God, this is one I need to do. Staying hydrated, again, another thing where a lot of people, they're really just lack in water, and not getting enough water, but also not getting enough electrolytes, right? That's a huge thing. Sodium, potassium. There's another one in there, magnesium, right? Those are the big things. I use a lot of Noon tablets. I also, every morning, what I have is lemon water, and then I put a little sea salt in that lemon water. That kind of gets me going in the right foot. And then especially with how hot it is around here, I'll generally have at least one Noon tab throughout the day to help with electrolytes as well. But that's a huge thing. Number 5 is manage stress. And this is a huge, huge, huge thing. I'm not always great at this, which this could probably contribute, but chronic stress just disrupts gut motility, increases gut inflammation via the gut brain axis. So the brain and our gut are connected. And so that's why like anxiety, stress, it can actually like harm our gut health. And the science says stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, yoga, diaphragmatic breathing improve symptoms of IBS and functional dyspepsia. I don't know exactly what that is. It improves your gut health, guys. That's what we're saying there. And so, yeah, this is a huge thing. Kind of look at where your stress levels are at in your life. And then you can even go back to one of the previous episodes that we did, probably a few back, on the top 5 like science-backed mental health, like ways to improve your mental health. That is very closely linked to stress as well. You can look at those. Those are great ways to help with stress, help manage stress. And what I found from stress is it's something that like sometimes we get used to being stressed, like, and we don't realize how stressed we are. And so like thinking about it and like kind of looking at all the stresses in your life and trying to really figure out where you're at can be a good thing here. And again, it helps with gut health too. And the last thing, I have an honorable mention that I thought about while I was going through this list, and it is to get movement in after a meal. So even just like a 10-minute walk after a meal, it helps get that food moving and helps with digestion. And so that's just a small thing that I think I can also be a little bit better at, because sometimes I do it, but a lot of the times I don't. And so I think that that's something. And again, it is like also dependent on what's going on in your life, because some people can't necessarily get they have breakfast at the office, or they don't have breakfast and they have lunch at their desk or something like that in the office. Like there's certain things that might prohibit people or inhibit people from doing this. But if you can, even like a 5-minute walk, or just walking around the house or something like that, or walking around your office building, if you're in a job like that, then you could easily do like small amounts of this, and it does really really help with kind of getting things moving, digestion, all that stuff. So hopefully this has been helpful. This has been really helpful for me here. Just to go through here, I'll just hit them all again. So number one way to improve digestion, 5 science-backed ways. I wouldn't even say that there's like an order to these, but one on the list is eat more fiber, soluble, insoluble. Number 2 is chew your food thoroughly and eat more slowly. Number 3, stay hydrated, with water, electrolytes. Number 4, support gut microbiota with probiotics and prebiotics. And number 5, manage stress. And then my honorable mention was to move after your meals. And so, I would say these are all really, really good. Again, number 4, support gut microbiota with probiotics and prebiotics. I think this is one that a lot of people jump to like right away when, I just don't. I think that the other ones are going to help a lot more, because a lot of times people struggle with the other ones a little bit more. And so I would say like put that lower on your list to add. But I know for me, just right off the bat, like what I'm going to be doing is eating my food a little bit slower, and trying to get more like just even shorter walks after my meals, even if it's just around the house when it's really hot here, doing something like that. And so hopefully that's been helpful. Let me know in the comments whether you're on, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Let me know which 1 or 2 ones that you're going to try to use to improve your gut health. We appreciate you watching, listening every single week. Hope you have a great rest of the day and week, and I'll be talking to you soon.